Hi class 6, this is Sunita Sharma. Welcome back in your language class. Today we will read chapter number 10, the pronoun. Definition. A pronoun is a word that is used in place of a noun to avoid repetition. Example. Archana is a girl. Archana is in class 6. I gave Archana a book. In these sentences, the repetition of noun Archana sounds irritating to the ear and it makes bad English as well. Now read the following sentences. Archana is a girl. She's in class 6. I gave her a book. All these sentences are about Archana. The noun Archana has been used in the first sentence only. In other sentences, word she and her have been used in place of Archana. They have been used to avoid repetition of the noun Archana. Rules for using pronoun. Number 1. Each pronoun must be of the same number and gender as its noun. As example A, children are playing with their bats. Because children is a plural number, so for children here use their. Use of same number. She is combing her hair. Use of same gender. Number 2, a pronoun should not be used unless its noun has been used first. This rule is to be more carefully followed while expressing sentences in passive voice. As Jatin reads his book. Number A, his book is read by Jatin, it's incorrect. But sentence number B, Jatin's book is read by him, it's correct. Now we will learn kinds of pronouns. Number 1, personal pronoun. Number 2, compound personal pronouns. Number 3, possessive pronouns. Number 4, demonstrative pronouns. Number 5, indefinite pronouns. Number 6, interrogative pronouns. Number 7, distributive pronouns. Number 8, reciprocal pronouns. Number 9, relative pronouns. First, personal pronouns. I, we, you, they, etc. are called personal pronouns because they stand for the three person. First person, the person speaking. I, we, me, us, mine, ours. Second person, the person spoken to. You and yours. Third person, the person spoken of. He, she, it, they, him, her, them, his, hers, theirs. Number 2, compound personal pronouns. When self is added to my, yours, him, her, it, and self to our, your, them, we get compound personal pronouns. These self forms of pronouns can be used as reflexive pronoun and or emphatic pronouns. Number 1 is reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are used to show that the person does something to himself, the action done by the subject. Reflect on the subject. He hurt himself. I forgot myself. Emphatic pronouns. When compound personal pronouns are used to put emphasis on a particular noun, they are called emphatic pronouns. As I finished the work myself. She herself told me this. Now number 3, possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns are the words that show possession. They are used in place of nouns. Mine, our, yours, his, hers, theirs. Possessive pronouns generally come at the end of a sentence. Possessive pronoun and possessive adjective. See the difference? Number 1 is, this is my book. It is possessive adjective. And the second one is, this book is mine. It is possessive pronoun. In the first sentence, my is used as a possessive adjective. In the second sentence, the word mine stands for my book. My book means noun. So it is used here as a possessive pronoun. Number 4, demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronouns point the nouns for which they are used. This, that, these, those, and such are used as demonstrative pronouns. This, these indicate nearness to the speaker. This is the clock I bought yesterday. These are the balls which are less expensive. Number B, that those indicate distance, remoteness from the speaker. That is the Radford. My views are different from those of your brother. Number C, such means of this kind or of that kind. He claims to be a friend, but is not such. Number D, one once. Your shirt is white, mine is a black one. Here he is talking about one shirt. And next sentence, there are 5 poor boys and 10 rich ones. Here talking about boys. Number 5, indefinite pronouns. An indefinite pronouns refer to a person or thing in a general way, but does not refer to any person or thing in particular. One must do one's best. All were drowned. Some are born great. Somebody has stolen my mobile. Many missed the train. None of the stories is well known. As you can see on the screen, all the pronouns used in a general way, not for a particular person or particular thing. Number 6, interrogative pronoun. Interrogative pronouns are used to ask questions about the noun for which they stand. Always remember which and what are called interrogative adjective when they are used with nouns. Which book are you reading? Here, book used with which. So, book is a noun. So, that's why it is interrogative adjective. Here you can see all the examples of interrogative all used with the verb form or helping verb. For example, who has broken my chair? Whom do you want to see? Which is your bag? Now number 7, distributive pronoun. Each, either and neither are called distributive pronoun because they refer to person or things taken one at a time. Hence they are always singular and are followed by the verb in the singular. Each refers to every one of a number of person or thing taken separately. Each of you gets a medal. It followed, this each followed gets. Gets means it followed verb in the singular. Either means the one or the other out of the two. Example, either of you may go to the showroom. Neither means not to the one or the other of the two. Example, neither of you come in time. Reciprocal pronoun number 8. Each other and one another are called reciprocal pronouns because they express a mutual or a reciprocal relationship. Number 1, the two rivals faced each other. And next example, we must all have one another. Number 9, relative pronoun. A relative pronoun refers or relates to some noun going before, which is called an antecedent. Number 1, here is the woman whose husband died yesterday. This is a farmhouse which I am going to sell. In the above sentence, those and which use instead of the noun woman and the farmhouse. Therefore, they work as a relative pronoun. In the first sentence, the noun woman is the antecedent of whose, and in the second sentence, the pronoun farmhouse is the antecedent of which. Now, students, through the next video, we will solve exercises. Thank you.